Come, join the party. I must tend to my guests. The bar's over there, or lasso one of those darling waiters with the cute little buns, and the tray's full of the best champagne money can buy."
She bent down and whispered in Diana's ear.
"I do hope you haven't forgotten our reading. I did so enjoy the last one."
"Of course not. I can't wait."
"Wonderful, darling."
She touched Diana's arm and trilled, "Enjoy!" as she scurried off in a flurry of green satin, with tendrils of red tresses following in her wake. "She's a piece of work," Diana said to her mother, relieved that her acerbic comment had soared over Francine's architectural hairdo.
"But an expensive one, dear. That rating is a week in Europe for all of us." "Be nice, baby," Galen said. "Francine ain't the only jackpot at the party."
"I need a drink." Aside from the best champagne, Francine served 18-year-old single malt scotch. Diana planned to savor a few to help endure the evening. The bartender filled her order, and with drink firmly in one hand, she adjusted the beaded mask over her eyes with the other. Scooping up the skirt of her black satin gown, she circled the room to speak to a few private clients. As she moved toward the bar for a second drink, a tall figure wearing a Cyrano de Bergerac mask blocked her path.
"I'm sorry,"
he said. "That's okay." He moved out of her way, and she moved in the same direction to get out of his. When they moved a second time in lockstep, she heard him laugh.
"You're Diana Racine, aren't you?"
"Guilty as charged."
"I've always wanted to meet you."
Though muffled by the full over-the-head mask, the man's voice resonated a sexy flirtatiousness. She answered in kind.
"Have you now?"
"Yes, I have."
"And why is that?"
"Why, to test you."
"Test me? What on earth for?"
He extended his hand to shake hers, and when she made contact, his touch jolted her body as if he were electrically charged. White lights exploded in her head. The sounds of the party echoed in her ears, then receded into a soft hum as Diana saw what she had tried so hard not to see, not to feel, for the last 20 years. Death. The vision clarified. A young woman in the throes of a sexual experience appeared. Then, as in the past, Diana became her. Hands tightened around her neck, cutting off her air supply. The shock of ice-cold water, deep and black as it surrounded her. Now, as she left the woman's body, Diana watched her fade from view, her glassy-eyed stare straight at Diana, beckoning her to follow. The room dimmed, leaving the macabre sight incandescent in the surrounding darkness. Diana sank deeper, unable to breathe from the pressure against her lungs. Gasping, she clutched her throat with both hands, dropping her drink from one hand and the masked stranger's hand from the other. He watched her struggle for air, making no move to help. Leaning closer, he answered her question.
"To test you for that."
And he was gone. Diana sank to her knees, choking, sucking air. The frigid water crawled over her like melting ice as she slid deeper and deeper into the murky abyss, unable to see, powerless to breathe. She crumpled to the floor, water filling her lungs, and darkness enveloped her as she took her last breath.